What's going on, guys? Derek here with Southern Style Lawn Care, and today I have been given the privilege to give you an honest review of this blower. This is an Echo PB770T sent to us for free by Echo. Just want to thank those guys. I can't thank them enough, and I really appreciate y'all sending this to us to test. It's really changed my opinion on y'all's equipment. I use some Echo stuff right now, but I was about to swap to all Stihl. But now I'm kind of definitely on the fence again. I'm not all the way sure, but blower wise, this is looking pretty good on my truck right now. I can't keep the guys away from it. And just want to thank Echo, and they sent us this blower for free for me to do an honest review, and that's what you guys will get. I ran it for about 3 weeks, so that way I know how I feel about it, flaws versus, pros versus cons. So I'm basically going to give you guys a pros and a cons list. I haven't written any of this down. I'm just going to go by, memory, because I feel like that's the best way. I feel like if I write it down, it's just going to be too in detail and too much, because I'm really picky and I don't want to get, real nitpicky about stuff. But I'll let you know what this thing's about, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hey guys, this is a very beautiful blower. It's a PB770T by Echo. I opted to have the finger throttle instead of the hip throttle. I've had hip throttles in the past, and I just really don't care too much for them. I want to start out by saying it is a 63.3 cc motor on this beast, and it is very good looking, as you can see. We have not cleaned it up. It is a little dirty, has some scratches on it, but hey, that's what's going to happen to stuff when that's what you do, is cut grass for a living. Alright, so we're going to give you guys some pros and cons for this blower, and it's just going to be an honest review. That's what they wanted, so that's what they're going to get, and I don't think they'll be disappointed because I have very few cons, so just check it out. First off, I want to start with the gas tank. It is a 68.3 ounce tank, which is awesome. I mean, it almost holds a half a gallon basically. I want to say that it's nice that you can see the fuel level, which on my other blower, my Stihl 600, you cannot see that. And it's kind of hard when you're getting it out of the truck to know if you need to fuel it up or not. This, you immediately know. And it even has this little line right here. I don't know why it's there, but I feel like that helps me know when it gets a little low. But anyway, maybe that's a scratch from the truck, who knows. But anyway, love the gas tank on this thing. This blower is also a 63.3 cc motor, and you wouldn't think it because the fuel economy on it is awesome. That's another pro. Another pro is that this thing is just like anything else Echo you have, homeowner or commercial. Crank it one time right there, pop it down, crank it another time, it's ready to go, and it cranks every time. This blower is a tool-free blower, which is also another pro. All it takes is this screw and this screw, and you got your air filter right there. No tools needed, which is nice. I've had blowers in the past which need a tool, and then it's still a pain in the butt. To adjust your handle, you still, like I said, no tools. Another thing I want to mention, the assembly to this thing is very simple. Also, you have your switches right here. This is your kill switch. This is your run switch. That locks your trigger in, so you don't have to hold it down. You can get, 2, even almost 3 fingers on there nicely. Which with my other blowers, you're set to 1 finger, and the lock's kind of weird on them. You can also get to the spark plug without tools. You just simply pull that back. There's your spark plug access. Very simple. You put it right back, you're good to go. Another pro for this item is the actual padding on your back. If you know from using a backpack blower, the padding is very important because you're going to be wearing this thing for, an hour at a time sometimes, depending on the property. You have two adjustable straps, you know, one for both arm, and you have two adjustments on each strap. You have a top adjustment and a bottom adjustment, which I found the top adjustment to be very helpful. It just feels really good on the back. This is one of the most comfortable blowers I've ever used. Another pro is that the noise level is a lot lower than anything else I've ever used with this size motor. You'd be very surprised, and you know, you really wouldn't think that this thing had that many cc's, but it does blow out the power even with the lower noise level. These vents right here are another pro. They have it blows air on your back. So on a good hot day, you know, we're in the South, we definitely have those hot days. These blow cold air on your back, so it feels really good. And in the wintertime, they have a little white plastic piece you can stick back there to block the air. That way it doesn't freeze your back, which I doubt I'll be putting that on there, because anytime you can get some fresh air on your back, it's always nice. Another pro for this blower, you really can't show it on camera, but it really does perform well. It definitely outperforms my 600. Now this thing is not going to blow harder than, let's say, a Red Max, you know, 8000 series, maybe a 7500. It's not going to beat that, but it is right up there with it. And for the price, you cannot beat it. It's lightweight. It weighs right around 23, 24 pounds with fuel. I will post the specs in the description below. But we're going to get to the cons, guys, and it's not going to be a very long list. Like I said, we appreciate Echo sending us this, because, you know, it's just been a dream. Before, I thought, you know, I was kind of torn in between buying an Echo or the new 700 from Stihl. And I talked to Echo, and that's why they sent us this. And I'm pretty sure next time I need a backpack blower, this is probably what I'm going to buy. So about to give you guys the cons list on this. Alright guys, the number one con that I have, and I know this sounds picky, but this is the number one con I have with it. And I mean, that just goes to show how well built this thing is. I mean, this grip feels nice, that's not a con, but the con I have is when you cut it off, it stays. And I know that seems very picky, but when you pull this sucker out of the truck and you go to the back and prime it and try and crank it, and you pull it about 5 times, then you realize, oh hey, I have to come up here and click that back to run. Where most blowers I've had, you click it and it automatically clicks back. So if I could change anything, I would put an auto click back right there. Basically so you don't forget, because you know, you may not have been the last one to use it. Always put it back here, so when somebody else uses it, they leave it up there. I pull it 5 times and wonder why it's not cranking, but now I know, you know, to check that every time. It takes a little while to get to know that, but that's a con that I have. Another con is the tube length. It is adjustable to some degree, but I think they need to add, I'm about 5'11", you know, probably 6 foot with boots. But I really think they need to add an extra, probably 6 inches to the tube. And that's just from me. You know, if you're a little bit shorter person, you'd probably be all right. But I feel like sometimes you have to bend over and actually, you know, hit the blower with it, especially when you're blowing off edges that are brand new. Definitely could use a little bit longer tube. And those really are the only cons I have with this blower, guys. I forgot to mention earlier in the video 2 other pros. This exhaust right here, which a lot of people would not realize, it has this lip right here, which allows the exhaust to come out and go up, which allows you, like when you're blowing off a porch and you turn around, it doesn't blow. You know, if they have vinyl siding or something, you won't blow anything on that. If somebody's behind you with another blower, you're not gonna just be blowing smoke on them or whatever. So that's a very good pro for this. And the other pro that I missed is this vibrating base that it sits on. It has an anti-vibration base, so you feel very little vibration in your back, which is awesome, because you know, like I do, running those blowers all day, it would just wear your hands and back out, and there's very little vibration with this blower. And another thing, when you crank it and it's sitting on the ground, it sits there, and you know, it does that. You crank a blower that doesn't have that, it runs off over there. So that's another pro for that thing. And that's it, guys. I have nothing but good reviews for this. I recommend this blower for anybody, homeowner or commercial. We did not take it easy on this blower, and it has held up. It has a 2-year commercial warranty, 5-year consumer, and I don't see why it wouldn't go, you know, 5 years, you know, commercial, being used properly and maintained. But we appreciate it, guys, and we appreciate Echo sending us this. And like, subscribe, and just send us, if you have any comments, let us know. We'll be sure to answer it. I know a lot of people don't like this handle. They say it's sharp, but to me it's not bad. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I just have a little tougher hands, but to me it's all right. But it's a good all-around blower, guys. It's gonna come in real good handy this leaf season. It's been helping us out right now during the wet season. And we appreciate you guys watching. Thank you.